Hello and welcome to the PDL Season 4 Team Draft Rankings. James is with me once again. Say hello.
Hell yeah.
Yep, he's back again. And we are back ranking more teams again. Let's not make this 2 hours long like it was the other times and make it relatively quick, right?
It should be 1 hour. We keep the trend
1
up.
hour? Alright, that's true. 3, 2, 1-ish. Alright.
Yeah.
Let's just get off, starting with Brian's team. You Are My Sunshine. I love the logo. It's very funny. So his pick, his team. It's Blaziken. I'm just gonna go through all the teams like vocally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Blaziken, Mega King Khans, Karmari, Thunderous Therian, Weavile, Gengar, Greninja, Diancie, and then Togepi and Chinchou. What are your initial thoughts?
I mean, I think he's got a couple heavy hitters. Like, obviously, Blaziken, Mega Kangaskhan. Thunderous will hit you like a truck. Weavile, Gengar, Greninja. Like, these are all, like, huge offensive threats. And then Skarmory and Diancie, just for the physical and special defense.
Mm-hmm.
The defensive core is solid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, you can tell that he spent all his points. He weighted all his points into all the good mods, and then kind of just picked up those last three, arguably.
I mean,
it's not bad.
Is the special defense like Diancie work?
Of course. I mean, I've used Diancie in another league, and it was my main special defense mod, and it worked out very well. I was able to Terra at that league, and not in this. You can't no Terra in this league, but. It still should be a great mod.
I mean, if a steel moves comes through, Diancie's getting smoked.
That's true.
But I mean, Skarmory can take most of these steel moves.
Right. I think this team offensively, I think is very good. And then he has obviously those two defensive mods. But offensively, I think this team is very, very good. There's some very big offensive threats in the rest of the team.
100%.
But I will say that, if there is a mon that is able to push through the Skarmory and Diancie, if there's a physical, if Skarmory's gone, for some reason, and then a physical mon can kind of just go crazy on everything else, and likewise for Diancie with special mons. So those two defensive mons are pretty important for him, I would feel.
Yeah, I feel like Thunderous is kind of it for backups, but
True. I'm obviously you can myself S on anything, but
but Thunderous is really the rest of his mons, Weavile, Gengar, Greninja aren't taking any hits even with an assault.
Exactly. The rest of those mons are super frail. So this is a very what's it called?
Hyper offense.
Yeah, I would say that.
Just kind of with the two defense.
Exactly. Skarmory and Diancie can both set up rocks and spikes, so they're good in that way as well. So look, I think this team overall, it's probably an A-tier team, to be honest. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's solid. It's a little weak to priority because they're all just fast and frail mons, but that's okay because I mean Mega Kangaskhan can take on a lot of that priority with Fake Out and such.
Right, I agree. I think offensively it's super, super good. But defensively it is sort of lacking, but I think we can still put an A for now.
Yeah, especially because Blaziken can really get out of hand.
Right. Next team, Mateo's team with the Collision Ascent. I think first glances this team is interesting. Usually when I see Gouging Fires with Sun, that's the only time I've seen it, so I'd be interesting to see how it works without Sun. It's still going to be a great mod, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what am I saying? He has Ninetales. I did not see that. I saw the Mega Tyranitar and just assumed Sand.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird because Mega T-Tar he has conflicting weather within his team. And that's his Mega. He took up his Mega slot and 16 points for a weather that actively hurts him. Because you have Tusk, T-Tar himself, and Claydol,
Yeah.
and the rest of your mons are getting chipped by Sandstorm.
Right. I mean, Mega Tyranitar I think is fine just to draft even without Sand. But the fact that if you are gonna run Sun, then you can't bring the Tyranitar like at all. I mean, you can, but it'll be very hard to use. So I think it'd be interesting to see how the weather works. I don't like the dual weather, but we'll see.
Yeah.
The Tusk and Gouging Fire and Sun are very great combos, though.
Oh yeah. And then just Valiant is Valiant.
Right, Valiant will always be very good.
And then like Kilowattrel Weather Ball. So
You can get Weather Ball Fire and Rock.
Yeah.
Defensively, you got the Toxapex
wait.
there.
That's
Defensive
Executor in this one too. So like
Oh wait, this
go
isn't
crazy.
Chlorophyll Executor though.
no, but it has Harvest, no?
Does it? Yeah, you're right.
Alolan?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
I think Alolan keeps Harvest. Yeah. So yeah, you can
Yeah.
do some Harvest shenanigans with the Executor. And I mean, Ceruledge Bitterblade in the Sun.
Yeah,
would be pretty
Bitterblade
good
and
as
stuff.
well.
Yeah. Claydol's just kind of there.
I don't really know what Claydol does. I don't even know what
I mean-
defense is the best, like what are good defenses on Claydol. But obviously it will
Rocks.
be a defensive mod. It gets
Yeah.
rocks, it gets rapid spin, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
just some-
Toxapex is the defensive goat, obviously. And with what's it called? With Nat Dex, the format, it gets everything back. So that'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see.
Scald. Oh.
Skull back, yep. And knockoff.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, I think it's got a lot going for it,
Mhm.
but I just really don't like Mega T-Tar with Sun.
I mean, I like Mega T-Tar and Ninetales, but together, I don't. I just can't see how you would. If you're gonna bring Sun, I just can't see how you'd bring Mega Tyranitar like at all. I just don't.
Yeah.
You can't bring both of them, and that kind of limits the team building aspect of that. I feel.
Oh, yeah. A lot, yeah.
So
Especially because, like Ceruledge is gonna want to run, like, Sash a lot. So, like, that Sandstorm chip is really hurting for Ceruledge specifically.
for sure. So what are you thinking? B.
We can B tier, yeah. Because, like,
I think if we do order it, it'll still be high tier. Because I mean, obviously that Sun is still
Yeah.
crazy with Gouging Fire and Tusk.
oh, yeah.
But we'll see. I think the conflicting weather is kind of what is the negative part of what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's honestly the only problem I have with this team at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think B tier is fair. Because it still has a lot going for it.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna put it there. Okay, so next team is Andrew.
Grubbin One Out?
Yep. His logo's the best. So I think Andrew's team is very, very good. Dragapult, Mega Ball,
yeah.
Ferrothorn, Quackable, Gliscor, Chi-Yu, Hisuian Zoroark, and then Alolan, Graveler, Hippopotas, and Regigigas. This is very similar to Brian's team. Very top heavy, as you can see. But I think the
Yeah.
top heavy mons are really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Dragapult to Chi-Yu are always super, super good mods, and then Hisuian Zoroark kind of just adds that level of insecurity, and like that typing's very good as well.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh my god, let me hit Chi with the fighting type move. Uh-oh, it was Zoroark.
Yep, exactly. Like I was mocking Andrew for his battle recently, and I was actually getting confused with the Hisuian Zoroark and Dragapult combo, because in some instances it can be very, very deceiving.
Yeah, especially if it's just clicking like Shadow Ball and like, I don't know.
Exactly. You try to hit it with the ghost move, it's like, nope.
Just gotta play it safe and find a dark move.
Right.
And then,
looking-
obviously,
Yep.
Mega Mawile.
My beast.
And like, Ferrothorn Gliscor.
Yeah, it's a very good combo right there. I will say that, especially defensive-wise, it's not the greatest. Obviously, I mean they can obviously both go Spadef, but as a Spadef, like they're still very good. I don't know what I'm saying, but
Yeah, he doesn't have like a dedicated Spadef mon, but
Yeah.
they can kind of they can
right,
both.
they can still obviously do it. I think of just offensively, I think he covers a lot, like most things, because he's a good
Yeah.
spread of special and physical attackers. Right.
I mean, just ghost coverage and just ghost stat in general.
Right. Yeah, I don't see one inherent weakness on this team. And like, I guess you can do some. I don't know what the Hippopotas is doing there. I know it's a Hippopotas, but like, I don't see what that's. I don't get what that's doing there. Regigigas is Regigigas. It's pretty funny. And then a Alolan Graveler can do those galvanized stuff, galvanized explosion, if it wants to. They can magnet bolt, I guess. Yeah, I think overall this team is, I think very top heavy, kind of like Brian's team, but very very good offensively, and has those. Gliscor, especially getting Bruce back, is really really good. And Chiyu is just very unswitchable. So I just realized Mega Moel and Chiyu are just the same Pokemon, just typing in special attack and a physical attack. That's what it feels like, at least.
Yeah,
I don't know if you feel that. Yeah.
like Steel Fairy, Fire Dark.
Yeah.
It's like the typing's opposite too.
Exactly. I think we put this team in the same tier as Brian's. I feel like it's pretty similar. What do you think?
I think it's better than Brian's.
I will agree with you.
Like, I honestly think this could be our first S tier.
You think S tier?
Just because, like, Gliscor? Roost Gliscor? Ferrothorn?
Mm-hmm.
You just had, like, the sleeper threat of Quaquaval. Like,
That's true. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'd be fine to put it on S tier.
like, especially if, like, oh, Quaquaval. Oh my god, I need to stop Quaquaval. You go in, oh, looks like it was Zoroark. Like,
Yeah.
you just jabate you like
That's
that.
true.
Like,
That's true.
I think this
That's
I
true.
think this deserves
Actually, yeah.
S
Going
tier.
off of the Zoroark, I think it's like since a lot of these Pokemon are such high tier, like high threats, that like you try to stop it with one thing, and then you just realize it's a Zoroark, so then you're screwed. Like,
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. Let's put an S. All right. Next one.
Especially because Zoroark synergizes with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. No. I think it really does. I think it works really well with the team.
Yeah.
We could ignore those bottom three.
Yeah. Sure.
I'd like to see Regigigas show up once.
Yeah. I mean, it's Andrew. He's definitely bringing it. Andrew of all people.
All right. Next team.
Arkansas Blazerbacks.
Gosh. So this team is a very, very annoying team because as you can see, it looks very, very stally. Very stally. Clefable, Torn, Quad, Hydrapple, and Mega Sableye. With Spectrier, Melmetal, Emboar, Chinchino, Armaldo.
2 regenerators, 2 unawares.
Double regen, double unaware. It's just
With magic
crazy.
bounce.
With magic bounce. And you got that, yeah, I mean, pretty crazy.
And then you just have Melmetal Spectrier
Mhm.
in the
It's
back.
Crazy offensive threats.
And then like if you get caught like trying to get a wall breaker in, Emboar will mess you up.
Yeah. And Jinchido can be like that, I don't know, I guess, sleeper sweeper maybe, tidy up, but it's just good for getting rid of
I mean,
hazards
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Yeah. Does he have removal other than that?
That's the
Tornadus
thing.
probably gets.
Tornadus does get defog, yeah. So he has defog, he has tidy up on that. Armaldo, does he get rapid spin?
Although probably gets spin.
Maybe?
Look at it.
I don't know.
Gotta get. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see.
Okay, let me check this right now.
Arm.
Armaldo does get rapid spin. So he's got pretty good hazard removal.
Yeah, he's got something cool.
Yeah.
I think tidy up is honestly enough. He's Mega Sableye. What do you mean removal?
No, that's what I'm saying. That he doesn't need rule. That's what I'm saying. He has the stall mod. Like
it's gonna be tough enough getting hazards.
that Mega Sableye is gonna be so. This team is gonna be so annoying to fight. Like, and like if the stall doesn't work out or he like chips all the Pokemon, Spectre just comes in and collects Shadow Ball. Like, come on, and just win.
Yeah. You need like normal type.
And then you need a Wall Breaker. You have Melmetal. Like, there you go.
Melmetal and Emboar will shred your wall breakers.
Yeah. There you go.
As much as I don't want it, it has to be at least an A tier.
Oh, I for sure agree. I mean, I will say I don't think it's an S tier just because stall in itself is hard to pull off, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
especially
we'll
with
see how he plays it. He might be able to pull it off. I'm not sure yet.
I mean, because he still has to deal with the PP nerf of recovery.
That's true. You're right.
So he might just run out of PP and his stall will crumble.
True. But the opponent could run out of PP first. You never know.
True. Yeah. If he gets his switches right, he can conserve.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is honestly all on the play.
I agree. I think
it has a lot of potential.
I think this team is A tier. I don't think it's as good as Brian's team though. I think Brian's team overall, offensively, is probably better. But I
think
this team is pretty crazy. No, I'm not gonna lie.
I think it has more potential, but I feel like the average, like game, it'll be worse.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
Like if it's peaking on its potential, it could honestly be better than Andrew's team. But like most of the time, I don't think so.
Another thing is his speed. Besides Spectorn, I guess Chino, his team is very slow. So there are some instances where the opponent team could be a lot bulkier than they seem.
Yeah, the speed tiers are not good.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you don't really know that the way he's trying to play. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it A tier below Brian's.
Yeah, I think that's the right spot.
All right, on to the next one. With Ethan.
Los Ratones.
Ratones.
This is where all of Brian's points went.
There you go. -7 points that Brian just gave to Ethan for free. You got the Chempao, Latios, Cinderace, Mega Gardevoir, Corviknight, Primarina, Flygon, Rillaboom, Regirock, and the El Ratone itself, Rattata. So yeah, this team, I think is really good. Got the Chempao there, obviously. Chempao is actually insane. his damage is too insane.
Chempao is Chempao.
Yeah. He's got Latios there for that strong Psychic Dragon type.
Yep.
Cinderace obviously can do a ton of stuff. Offensive can just be Will-O-Wisp, Quick Change, all that stuff. U-turn. Gets really good coverage as well. Gets Sucker Punch. And then Mega Guard is the super insane special attacker. Wall Breaker, 165 Pictolate, Hyper Voices, Easy Nuke. And this is where I really like the team actually. Corviknight and Primarina, I think that makes a really, really good defensive combo. Like really good.
Yeah, and then you have like Rillaboom and Flygon there to soak up the electric moves.
There you go, yeah.
They have.
And I think Rillaboom... Actually, I don't see Rillaboom fitting on this team too much. I don't see really... obviously Rillaboom doesn't need to, but I don't see any terrain, users or abusers in any way. Unless I'm missing something.
I mean, I guess it covers Cinderace and Regirock a little bit.
Yeah, but it's only those two, right? And he has Latios and Corviknight for the immunity anyway.
I mean, I guess it could help Corvi if it gets caught roosting.
Yeah.
But you have to speed core.
It's so specific. Right. But it's Rillaboom is a good mod in itself.
It's Rillaboom. Yeah.
And then Regirock is Regirock. We'll see what that does. I don't know.
I mean, it's got that fist up.
It does. Huge body presence.
Honestly, I think this team is stronger defensively than it is offensively, even though it has Xianbao.
Yeah, I think it's stronger defensively compared to the other teams, I would say. I think Corviknight Premier is just like an insane defensive combo. Like, bulky Steel and bulky Water, you got it there. They both got...
Yeah.
It wasn't a recovery, but whatever. Corviknight got La Roost. They both got flip turn, U-turn, respectively. Like, Premier and Spadef, Corv, Fizdef, like, it's just kind of really, really good. And then they can both deal good damage as well. Braybird, Blue Blasts, or Hydrophone, whatever.
This is probably the most balanced team so far.
I would say, yeah. I would say.
Like, a lot of the other teams lean harder in one direction. Some of them are kind of like, they just have a bunch of Pokemon that lean offense and a bunch that lean defense. This one kind of has more of a meld.
I agree as well. And I think that with Corviknight and Cinderace, that'll really enable Chien-Pao to not want to run heavy-duty boots, because it might want to run like a choice item or something, or a damage-boosting item, which will help Chien-Pao a lot.
Yeah, or at the very least, Sash. Sash is huge.
Yeah, right. I think this team is pretty good. I think this goes in S tier. What do you think?
Yeah, I think S tier is fair.
Do we think it's better than Andrew's team?
I think Andrews is better just because there might not be enough offense. Like, Xianbao is great, but you have Xianbao, Latios, Mega Gardevoir, I guess Grassy Glide, and that's kind of it.
I mean,
they
Cinderace
can handle it.
Cinderace is pretty good offensively. I mean, I kind of see what... Really?
Like, I feel like this could run out of steam on the offense. Like, if Xianbao goes down early to something, like, it could run out of steam really fast.
I guess in some instances, but I think overall, I think it's really good.
It's definitely a very good team, and it's good offensively. But compared to Andrew's team, it's not. It's weaker on the offense.
Yeah.
But it is stronger.
I think one difference between Andrew and Ethan's team is Andrew has a lot of hard hitters, offensively, right? While Ethan's is just kind of more general. Like,
yeah, Xianbao is really the only hard hitter.
Right. I mean, I think Mega Gardevoir is a hard hitter.
Yeah, but like, Mega Gardevoir is not Xianbao hard hitter. Dragapult hard hitter.
Dragapult's not really hard hitter. I was like thinking like Chi. It's not a Chi hard hitter.
Yeah, Chi.
Right. Okay. No, I agree. We can put it below Andrews. I think it's an S tier. I think it's a very.
I mean, like, I feel like the 100 base speed on Gardevoir without the ability to run Scarf kind of holds it back on the offense.
Yeah, that just depends all on the matchup then.
It's just slightly too slow.
I just really like the Corviknight Premier in a combo. I think that's really.
Oh yeah, it's super strong defensively, but there's a lot less when it comes to threats to deal with, and it exerts a lot of less pressure on during the team builder.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So next is Jake's team, the Mensch Mankeys. This team, he has redrafted 3 mons that he used before, I see.
Hands, Dozo.
He's just a hands connoisseur. I think he's had hands every single season, right?
Yeah. Except maybe season 1, I don't think he had it.
No? Alright. Well, anyways.
But season 1 didn't really count.
Yeah. So looking at this team, I don't know. I see. Okay, offensively, this is, I think, very good again. Actually, I think this is more balanced, right?
Yeah.
Ignore Cosmog. Ignore Cosmog and Arcturus. This is another one of those like heavy, like top heavy teams. Kind of all the points are used.
Yeah.
Up. Cosmog. So in terms of hard hitters, right? Hisuian Arcanine and Azumarill hit super hard on the physical type. got that rock head smashes and flare blitzes, and there's huge power play roughs and liquidations.
And then you have incredibly strong priority on the physical side.
True.
Mega Scizor.
Well, and Extreme Speed from Arcanine and Aquajet from Sumo. Priority-wise, this team's looking pretty good.
Lot of priority.
Right.
The only issue I'm seeing is it's a little physical heavy.
Yeah. Kyurem and Thundurus are good, and
Yeah.
Gholdengo, they're good that way, but they're not really breakers. They can set up, but before they set up, they're not too threatening, I don't think.
Yeah.
The thing about Kyurem is it gets Roost back,
Oh yeah.
and it gets Toxic back as well, so it can do some interesting stuff there. Kyurem getting Roost back is just very good, because it's a super bulky mon. It can set up a lot easier with Roost.
Yeah, but Kyurem's getting hit by Toxics a lot more.
That's true. Just soak it up with Scizor. Gholdengo.
Yeah,
Got Gholdengo.
Scizor.
Yeah. Another thing I'm looking at is hazards. He's really lacking hazards. He's got
like
on
Arcanine,
and that's it, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he has even a Spike Caesar.
If we double back to Ethan's team, that's kind of the same thing on his team. He has Rocks on Regirock and Flygon. That's kind of it, right?
Yeah. But I think he talked to me. He's like, I don't really need hazards if he can just port change.
Yeah, that's not. I agree.
Like if he sets up hazards, it might end up hurting him later.
That's true. Yeah, that's fair. But on Jake's team, not really. With the Golden Joe, I feel like you want hazards. You really want hazards.
You have Golden. You need to be able to stack hazard.
How did Golden go that late? I'm surprised no one picked him up in the beginning.
Because no one. I mean, I didn't pick him up because Pursuit. Like Gholdengo is not built to deal with Pursuit users.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah. I mean, I don't think this team's bad, but I'm not gonna say it's great. And I think he's lacking on the special side. Obviously, these are special attackers, but they kind of need to get going.
Yeah, I think this is, I would say, the lowest team so far.
So far, yeah. Do you think it's a C tier team or just bottom of B? I'm not sure. I don't think it's.
I mean, if they have like a really good physical mon, they're gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty easy to be like, oh yeah, I think I can deal with this defensively. Not a lot of pressure in the team builder. Wasted potential without hazards when you have Gholdengo.
Right.
I feel like he's just gonna kind of be like, oh, let me put my Scarf Gholdengo and click trick.
Right.
Haha. I feel like that's kind of it. Or he's gonna like click like Specs or Scarf, make it rain.
Yeah, I mean, I can just do Nasty Plot as well.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't think this is a C tier team. I think it's still good enough.
Yeah, I'd say low B.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna put it below Mateo's team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. Wait, Cosmog? Worst team.
Oh yeah. Well,
Cosmog
D tier.
has to come a game, maybe?
If Cosmog cooks, S tier.
True. Alright, on to the next. Lex's team. Honey, I Shinxed the Kids. Probably my favorite team name.
Yeah.
Maybe besides You Are My Sunshine. Alright, so
I mean, this
yeah.
The next team name, a little bit of a. We'll get to that. That one's pretty good.
This is Mega Diancie, Latias, Blacephalon, Espathra, Overquill, Swampert, Sylveon, Mimikyu, Bear, Speedo, and Fortress. So James, I know you're prepping for this week 1, so what do you think?
I mean, Mega Diancie, Blacephalon, Espathra, Latias, all pretty big threats. Espathra basically gets pacified by a dark type.
Sure.
But that's kind of the risk you run with Espathra. You run across a team that doesn't have a dark type, you kind of just like auto win if
Especially
you
with no Terra.
if you get a chance.
Yeah.
But with a like good dark type, don't even try bringing Espathra against like an opponent who knows that they need to bring their dark type.
We have to make sure that like Diancie and Sylveon can like take it out.
Yeah. Like, because for me specifically, I have a dark type that is good, 1, and 2, like, Diancie doesn't really want to take a hit, because it's Crocodile. Diancie will get, like, O-Code if it doesn't have, like, full physical bulk.
Right.
So it's not... And obviously, Mega Diancie loses out on a lot of its Bidoof, but it gets a lot faster. Speaking of speed, this team is actually kind of slow. Like, it has Barraskewda, and then it goes straight to Mega Diancie, Latias, and then it just drops all. Like, you lose, like, all your speed. Like,
Yeah.
you have 136.
I mean, Espathra we can assume is going to be a plus.
Yeah.
But no, I
You
agree
have
with you. What's
136.
Blacephalon's speed? Like 80 something?
107.
Oh, Blacephalon's 107?
Yeah, but 107 in
Oh.
Nat Dex isn't super fast.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of the Megas will just
I
be
guess
way
it's not
fast.
terrible.
With being so frail, 107 isn't great. Speaking of being frail, a lot of his team does not like dark type. Latias, Blacephalon, Espathra, all weak to dark. Mimikyu is weak to ghost, which includes the previous 3. Huge exploitable weakness.
Wait, Ghost in general is very good to this team. It's just overquote
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Poor ghost to weak mons. And then, I mean, you have some great defense with, I mean, Diancie is just bulky overall. Latias is solid. Mimikyu with Disguise, Overquill, Intimidate, Swampert, Sylveon.
Yeah.
Fortress with removal and hazards. But
Right. Yeah, I think defensively, I think it's Overquill and Swampert, mostly for the Fizzdef, right? And then Sylveon is kind of Spadef. Main Spadef
Yeah.
Mon. And Fortress can be Fizzdef as well, obviously. Really good defense.
on switching, Diancie can be pretty good. You can utilize the
That's
Spadef
true.
you do have.
You can play with that way. Yeah. This being first turn Terra, just as a reminder for everyone. Just if our
Yeah,
other conversations didn't make sense.
Yeah, you have to hit Mega on the first turn that your Pokemon uses a move. Obviously, if you double, you can't Mega, but
Right.
otherwise you have to Mega.
Yeah, so I will say, offensively, this team, I would say, is kind of lacking. In the physical side. In the physical side, I think on the special side, Blacephalon, Diancie, kind of obliterate stuff.
I mean,
Right.
you have like Barraskewda.
Yeah, but even
Mimic-
that, without the raid, it's not that. What's Barraskewda's attack? Is it like 120?
It's pretty high.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it's basically
It's
just attacking
123,
speed.
yeah, it's not terrible.
That's its
but it's-
entire thing.
Yeah.
It literally has attack, speed, and the rest of its stats are garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But
I
if
think. Yeah, go ahead.
It's so fast, and it hits like pretty hard. But like, if it gets outsped, it just loses immediately.
Right.
And with Megas, there are some crazy fast mons.
It's true. I don't know if this is just a critique, but the Mega, what's it called? The Triple
Fancy.
Fairy. How is that looking? I guess it's not.
I
terrible.
mean, they don't. I mean, because Diancie and Mimikyu aren't weak to poison.
Yeah, oh, you're right. And he has good defense for steel as well, so I think he's fine.
Yeah, Blacephalon, Swampert.
Swampert,
Like,
Fortress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can cover
Never-
the steel.
Yeah, I guess the coverage is fine on this team then.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking rank-wise?
I'm let's get a little review.
Alright.
Look back on the other teams. I mean, our two B tier teams. I would say,
I think it's better
This
than
has
the
a-
B tier team.
yeah, I would say it does have I'd say it has a weaker offensive presence than Mateo's team, but a stronger one than Jake's team.
Sure.
Defensively,
I think his team is
it's
more,
balanced.
like rounded out than Mateo's. team.
Yeah. This is probably the new most balanced team that we've seen.
Yeah. So do you think it's a
It doesn't
high
really
A or
have-
low A? I'm not
It doesn't really have those hard hitters to exert pressure. Like, I'm not finding myself really worried in the team builder.
Yeah.
I'm just
Not about
maybe I'm just selling it
Blacephalon.
and I'm gonna get smoked, but
Well, Cephalon's gonna come in and destroy you. You're not gonna expect it.
I mean, but like, yeah, I mean,
Specs mind
Blacephalon.
blown. So yeah.
oh no, 2 Pokemon. Oh,
Yeah, that's a lot.
if he EVs it right, 3.
True.
But
So,
I mean, I only need to
what are you
take,
thinking? Low
like,
B or high B or low A? What are you thinking?
I would say, just like, can we really put it in the same tier as Brian's team?
I mean, I don't think so.
I would say high B.
Okay. Alright. I found that. I just realized. Oh, never mind. Alright.
All right, another contender for best team name.
World War Mew. Ashton's team.
So this feels a little interesting.
Round 1 Talonflame.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Reds, Annihilate, Wash, Mamoswine, Bramblegast, Espeon, Dracovish,
Oh.
Mega Charizard Y, Galvantula, and good old Bonsley.
I have realized that there are a lot of 1-point mods in this league.
Yeah. Right off the bat, like he has like Wash and like Dracovish, and then he has Sun.
Yeah. I'm looking at that.
He doesn't have a Mon that likes Sun. Mega Charizard Y is the only Pokemon that actually likes to have the Sun up.
That's what I'm saying. I will say Mega Charizard Y by itself is fine. Like I don't think Mega
Yeah.
Charizard Y needs a Sun Mon.
Yeah,
But
but I think
Dracovish
it's
cannot
steps
have
on
Sun.
Drake.
Yeah.
Although Dracovish Galvantula,
Dracovish Galvantula is crazy. Like if you get webs up and they can't get rid of it, you are getting obliterated.
unless they just have like straight water absorb.
Right. And I think the rest of the team, I think Treads, Annihilate, Rotom, Mamoswine, like that combo has been like really good in draft night now. Especially like Treads is just a great utility mod overall, right? Rocks, spin,
Yeah.
good offensive coverage, good stats, can use booster energy,
Yep.
all that. Annihilate can be crazy with the setup and Rage Fist and stuff like that. They can also be a choice user as well if it wants to. And Rotom's one of the best defensive mons like ever.
Yeah.
And then Mamoswine is really good offensively as well. He gets rocks with that as well. He gets a lot of rocks on his team.
Yeah, and Mamoswine can be surprisingly fast. Like it can definitely catch you off guard.
Yeah.
Being like you don't expect it to be 80 speed
Yeah.
for Pokemon that bulky,
Right.
even with the ice typing.
And he has really good hazard removal. He has double defog, triple defog maybe with Charizard, and then double spin
And Espeon,
and Espeon. So no hazards are going up against this team. And if they are, they're gonna get swiftly removed. And he's gonna need that for that Charizard. So I think Espeon's really good in supporting Charizard that way. And Talonflame,
yeah,
even though it can wear boots and stuff. But yeah, I think the Charizard's Sun conflicting with especially Dracovish is annoying. Because if you need
Oh,
that,
yeah.
if you, it's just gonna weaken Dracovish just like for no reason, right? But the turns can work out. Like we're just bringing them in far enough apart. But if it does
Yep.
overlap, that will be annoying. But also, Galvantula and Dracovish are kind of crazy. So
Oh yeah.
I think for Talonflame being the round 1 pick, I think this team is pretty like good. Seeing how that was.
Yeah, he definitely recovered.
Yeah. Especially with the Treads, Annihilate, Brotomwash, Mammoth, I think those 4 are really, really good. Like overall.
Yeah. I guess the only issue I see is like Zard Y is really his only special attacker. Like Rotom can, I guess.
Yeah.
Galvantula has some thunders, but other than that,
It's a really good special attack. I mean, Espeon is like decently strong, and Talonflame can't go special, but not whatever.
yeah. But when you had Espeon, like you could Terra into the hit, and it was a little stronger.
Yeah, I mean,
but
Espeon,
like,
that's true. I guess so.
it's not the greatest attacker.
Right. So,
But
what are you thinking overall?
The overwhelming physical presence might just be enough, because the amount of coverage, you can probably find a Pokemon to force out any physically defensive.
Sure,
Mon.
yeah.
Like one of these can force them out.
Yeah.
But I think this is definitely not the last. I think this could be an A tier team.
See, I don't think
This
it's
could be
A,
bottom
just
A.
because the conflicting kind of team stuff. We kind of did that
Yeah.
with Mateo's team.
Yeah.
Just because of that, I think it's still a very good team. I might want to put it top of A
Oh, yeah,
or just
yeah.
above Mateo's team.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I think above Mateo's. Yeah, without the no, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think in between Mateo and Lex is a good spot.
All right, there it goes.
Josh 0-7.
Josh Uin 7. He's back with his Uin 7. Whatever. Alright, so Tapu Koko, Metacham, Iron Crown, Hawlucha, Heatran, Iron Jugulus, Kartana, Superior, Warelord, and Bramblin.
Bramblin is gonna carry.
S tier, maybe already.
Yeah, I would. Bramblin, this is top of S, 100%.
Okay, but unironically, I think this is an S tier team. I think this is a really, really well built electric brain team.
This is a really good team.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, Tapu Koko, Metacham, that combo has been like tried and true in OU for at least NetDex for the past 3 generations, right? Or at least I don't know if you knew that, but it is. And Crown, special with the Croak Drive in there. Electric Train Abuser, Hawlucha, Electric Seed, Electric Train Abuser, Iron Jugulus with the ability Electric Train Abuser. Kartana is insane with its attack stat. I just skipped over Heatran, by the way. Heatran is super good, offensively and defensively, right? And Superior can do some interesting contrary stuff if it wants to. But without Terra and Hidden Power, it's definitely worse. But like spreading damage, it's like it can also defog as well, so it's pretty good. However, I will say his team does not have hazard removal besides Superior Defog and Bramblin Rapid Spin.
Hawlucha defog as well.
Oh wait, right. Hawlucha and Kartana both get defog. So I guess like he does a remover, but
Kartana gets defog.
yeah, it does. It's a piece of paper. You can like paper, like you can like wave the paper.
No way.
Yeah, it does.
Paper fan.
But how often do you want to run defog on Hawlucha and Kartana? Like,
I mean, Hawlucha, it can fit if you're running like a defensive Hawlucha set that isn't just like built to be an unburdened sweep.
yeah.
It can work.
like my first game last season, Rocky Helmet, Max Defense, Holy Trip.
There you go.
Counters or shoot
I
from dark
just-
easily?
Let's get default.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, what the heck?
I think this team's very good. I think it's really
Yeah.
good. Coco is crazy. Mega Medicham is super strong. Iron Crown can be the special attack boosting or the speed boosting. It can run like a choice item. Can do the Calm Mind stuff. Holocha is crazy if he gets it on Burns, like in Sword Dance off. Heatran is very good offensively with the utility. Defensively, can do a lot of stuff. And I think Jug is an underrated pick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, with Quark Drive active, I think a lot of these Violet Paradox mons are a lot lower on the points just because of how hard electric terrain is to get instead of sun.
Right.
Because it's basically just Tapu Koko.
Right.
Like, if it's not Tapu Koko, you have Pincurchin.
There you go.
But because he has Tapu Koko, I think, like, he gets, like, an automatic, like, +2, +3
For sure.
point value to
Right.
any future Paradox mon.
Right. I mean, I think this team, I think it's for sure S tier, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's better than Ethan's team? I personally think it's better than Ethan's team.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you think it's better than Andrew's team?
It doesn't have the potential of like Zoroark. The potential of Zoroark, I would say, puts Andrew's team above.
You think Zorg's that good?
It's just with the mind games of Zoroark. Like Zoroark itself, if it didn't have illusion, nowhere near 13.
Well, obviously, yeah. Yeah.
Like it's a mediocre Pokemon without illusion.
Yeah.
Because of the typing and illusion, a lot of Triculate, and because of how threatening some of his Pokemon are, like Ragabolt, Mega Mawile, Chiyu, even Quaquaval. Like,
Sure.
because of like how immediate a lot of his threats are, it just synergizes with Zoroark so much. I think this goes in between Andrew and Ethan.
Okay. Yeah, I'm willing to do that. I think this team is very good. I'm surprised he was able to draft
Oh, yeah.
all of these months.
Yeah, when he was calling in.
Yeah. Hopefully he will do better than Uin 7. He said he's gonna get 3 wins. Keep improving on last season.
I guess we have a little bit of what's to come
No,
because
I
Brian
know.
and Josh
The
did have
first
their
game,
match.
Little preview there.
Josh
has lost.
Josh could not contain Blaziken.
He could not.
Heatran was not enough.
It was not. That was an interesting turn. That Heatran turn. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, he clicked Earth Tower and Earth Balloon.
Flare Blitz
and
Flare
Brian.
Blitz into Flash Fire, and then Earth Power into Balloon.
Yeah,
Yep. Crazy turn. Anyways,
that was
very good team. Next on the Peter's team.
Next we got
Yeah.
the Boxin Bidoofs.
Boxin Bidoofs. Rebranded from Ball and Bidoofs last season. With the Sneasler, Iron Bundle, Mega Aerodactyl, Lamora, Rotom Heat, Vaporeon, Klefki, Crawdon, Piloswine, Ditto, and Bidoof himself.
Oh yeah.
So I'm playing this team week 1, and one thing off the bat is it is those 3 mons super strong and super fast, right? They're really fast.
Yep.
And then the rest of his team just falls off super hard, and then nothing has any speed at that point.
Yeah.
Next fastest mon is
Oh,
Glimora Rotom. I think it's Glimora.
those are like mid 80s.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say those 3 mons are very threatening.
Although no terrain.
No terrain, yeah. So I'm interested to see how Sneasler performs without that immediate unburden boost. I mean, obviously there's a lot of ways to proc it, but that the terrain really enables
I'm
Sneasler.
kind of looking at Fling or Whiter Post Combat, to be honest.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Maybe Sash.
Right, or like a fake out normal gem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just good speed tier in general. It can run Scarf or Band if it wants to. Poison Touch if it needs it.
Yeah.
And Bundle, I used it in another season, or another league. Kind of a fraud, I'm not gonna lie. If it hits Hydro Pumps, it's a great mon, but it can't.
Yeah. Not having Surf is such a big deal for it.
I mean, Chilling Water, come on.
Okay. I mean, okay. Like, defensively?
Yeah. Defensively, it's
Broken
not
Heat?
bad at all.
Vaporeon? Solid?
Yeah. Klefki as well.
Ditto, just to kind of have... Yeah, Klefki as well, yeah. Ditto's there.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Prevents setup.
Ditto just being there basically just invalidates every setup sweeper.
Yeah, if it comes to the game.
Yeah, but like, are you really good? It drastically decreases the chances of one even coming.
Sure.
Especially against like Brian. Blaziken kind of just gets cucked by Ditto. But and then Glamoro, the all-in-one hazard on, hazard off package.
True. There you go. I think the hazards are really
Crawdon
good.
Wallbreaker.
They help. Crawdon Wallbreaker. He loves Crawdon. He didn't have it last season, but he had it the season before. He loves Crawdon.
Yeah. Klefki, solid. Rocks. Screens.
Just spikes, no rocks.
Oh, it doesn't have rocks? Back. Well, Glamoro's the rocks.
Yeah.
But Klefki.
Swine.
Oh, Pillow Swine as
and
well.
Aerodactyl if it wants to do that.
No way. Klefki spreading like because it gets toxic in that decks, right?
Toxic
and T-waves.
Yeah, I think the hazards will really help Aerodactyl bundle Sneasel. Just chipping down opponents.
Yeah, breaking stashes.
Yeah.
I think this is good. I don't see a glaring weakness on this team.
No, I don't. I think the main thing is speed. He has 3 strong or fast mons, and that just drops completely.
Yeah, the speed tiers are a little tricky, but it's definitely not like a huge weak point.
Right.
Like it can let some Pokemon be a little too bulky or hit a little too hard, but the defensive mons and the offensive mons on this team can kind of deal with that.
I will say that, especially attacking wise, like special attackers on this team, it's basically bundle. I mean, Glamora,
yeah,
for sure can, but it depends how he plays it. I mean, I can't really.
Rotom overheats.
Yeah, if he runs offensive,
Rotom overheats.
Sure. I mean, Rotom can
like a Scarf
as well.
Overheat. Scarf overheat could hit you pretty hard.
Sure. Yeah. I guess it's not terrible.
I think this is a solid team.
Do you think it's as solid as Ryan and Josh's team, though? Josh L.
No, I don't think it's there. I think offensively, it can kind of hold a candle to those teams offensively, especially Josh's because it's literally stall.
Right.
But without Sneasler is just so much weaker without terrain. Like literally just like Thwacky.
Yeah.
Grookey. Grookey honestly would make this team. If you swap, I mean, I know he doesn't want to get rid of his mascot, but if he swaps Bidoof for Grookey, I think his team becomes so much better.
Sure, yeah. I can't disagree with you.
Or like pick up Pincurchin. Pincurchin might actually be huge.
I like Pincurchin's like
bundle and
Sneasler.
Yeah, but like you swap out like Pillow Swan. Like what's Pillow Swan really good? Like I guess it could be pretty bulky with Eviolite, but
Yeah, Pillow Swine Eviolite is not bad at all. It's pretty bulky, especially with thick fat. I've done some of the calcs as I'm playing it, and it eats some crazy hits. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like I feel like the offensive power that Pincurchin gives,
Sure, yeah, that could be something.
activate drive and unburden.
Yeah, you're right.
But I think
yeah, go ahead.
I think this is like good. I don't even. It definitely. I don't think it makes it out of B tier.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm really conflicted on where to put this in B tier though. Like simultaneous, I think it's like because Jake's team isn't bad. Like this is a good team, but Lex's team's also.
I think Lex's team's probably better.
Yeah,
It's more rounded out.
the B tier teams are just so close.
Yeah, I agree.
Really struggle. Is it okay? Let's do it case by case. Is it better than Ashton's team?
I think it might be.
I would say. I mean, honestly, if Ashton plays around the conflicting,
Dude, Mega Aerodactyl gets a Dragon Dance off, and I think you just lose if you don't have the right stuff.
I need to look at I need to look at Aerodactyl stats. It's like how fast is it?
150 base.
150 Electro, bro.
Yes. It's
With a 135 attack.
and Tough Claws. So those dual wing beats are actually crazy.
Dual wing beats, is it? Are there contact rock moves? I don't think so.
No, it's just gonna run Stone Edge.
Yeah. And then what else does it get?
I think it's Earthquake for steals.
Yeah, EQ. And then you can run like Iron Head. Psychic Fangs can hit pretty hard.
Tough Claws.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it gets decent moves. Dragon Claw. Double Edge in a pinch. Crunch. Aqua Tail is nice to have. Or no, I thought that was Aqua Jet. Never mind. But yeah, this is faster than I thought. A 150,
Yes,
crazy.
it's super fast. I think it's Dragon Dance as well, so it's like you can just be faster.
You click one Dragon Dance and you're faster than the entire lobby.
Yeah.
You're faster than anything short of Blaziken, who's been standing there for the entire game, and an Unburden.
Uh-huh.
And even the Unburden mods, you have to like invest.
Right. If you want to outspeed the plus one.
Yeah.
I think it's better than Ashen's. What do you think?
Yeah, I would agree. So are we going between
Ashen and Lex's?
Ashton and Lex here?
Alright.
Right. I think we're on to what I think, like right off the bat, probably the worst team. I'd say.
I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Like, the worst team name, worst mascot,
Oh, I see.
probably worst player.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like, this guy's only won 2 leagues in a row. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
fell off hard last season.
True,
Like,
yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, it's not like he made it to finals and then didn't prep at all, and then didn't know that red card doesn't proc on knockoff because he
I
didn't do
think
any
that's
mocks
just
or
a
any
skill issue.
research.
That's just a skill issue.
All right. Okay. So what do you? It's my team. So what are your opinions?
Yeah. Okay, I mean, Shuckle? I like Shuckle. I mean, as the former coach of the now disbanded Chicago Shuckles,
Yep.
Shuckle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just Shuckle, and then you rocks and you sticky web and you go. But Victini is Victini. 100 all around. V-Create is strong. Let me look at stats for Mega Gallade. Okay, so that's hitting like a truck. Solid speed tier. Yeah, Mega Glade is very threatening. Looked at Zero Aura stats. Very threatening. Shield Force Life Orb, Nidoking, Blastoise can get some Shell Smash and go crazy. Registeel is one of the best toxic spammers. Hydreigon can be a real nuisance. I personally don't like Enamorus, but Enamorus
I'm
can do some
running
stuff.
back with Enamorus. I did terribly with it season 2, but I dropped it. I'll do better.
Leonie or Leon, I don't freaking know. Lanoon, yeah, whatever. Belly Drum, Me-Speed. That's it.
Yep.
That's the entirety of it.
That's the reason why I'm mad. That's the reason why I got it.
That's it. That's all it has.
You should be afraid. Your normal resist is gone, then you're done for.
I personally am not afraid.
Yeah, I know.
I have the epitome of normal resist and physical normal resist at that.
Yep.
Trevenant. 1 point Trevenant is good.
That's what I'm saying.
I do have to-
I'm surprised Trevenant was at 1 point.
Komala, Sleep Talk, Last Resort. That's it.
Hey, I mean, 115 attack? Come on.
Komala's a 115 attack?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It gets Rapid Spin and Wish as well. Like,
It can spin?
yeah.
Bro. Can't be status?
Exactly. I think I got some really value mods for my low tiers, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Like, none of these Pokemon are useless.
Yeah. I think they're all coming for sure, like 100%.
Yeah, these are all viable. And you have some crazy offensive threats. I think you might have a little bit of an issue on the special side, but Hydreigon and Amorous can.
I think Hydreigon and Amorous Nidoking. Pretty good.
Yeah, Nidoking. I was thinking because Nidoking's Nidoking's a bit slow, no?
Yeah, it's like 86.
Yeah, 85. It has solid bulk, so it can get it off. Man, Nidoqueen is so much slower. Nidoqueen sucks. What the hell? So yeah, I think you don't have a special heavy hitter, but you have 3. Actually, Hydreigon is definitely a special heavy hitter.
I mean, Specs Hydreigon kind of clicks buttons.
Yeah.
Specs Draco. Specs
but I
Draco
mean-
is like never a bad idea.
Oh yeah, I mean Hydreigon has its own issues though.
Right.
But I think this is solid. I think, like, you'll find some move on one of these 3 to break a special ball or something. Well, yeah. Zero Aura,
Life Orb.
Mega Glade.
Life Orb Nidoking, it's so hard.
Yeah.
Especially
You
the
can
coverage
break.
as well. Boost up this coverage move super strong as well.
Oh yeah. This is like that Fire Blast will just melt.
Right.
Blastoise, the sleeper threat.
Yeah.
I want to see the belly drum speak.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's gonna come.
You just gotta find someone without a ghost type, or a
Hey, I'm looking at Ethan T's.
normal.
I'm looking at
or
Ethan
a-
T's team. All I'm seeing is Carbink there. Nothing else.
30.
And
You're
it's-
cooked.
And it's Carbink, so how is that gonna come?
It's gonna IDEF on you. In reverse review, IDEF PP.
Yeah, true.
I think this is definitely a solid team. You have like a lot of variety offensively. I don't think that you can really prep to a point where you're like, you know what, I'm safe from 100% of his Pokemon. I think I think whoever's playing you every week is gonna have to make a call, be like, I really hope he doesn't bring this mod,
Right.
because it's gonna be a pain. Victini can do Victini things. It's like
True.
all the ledgy moves, and it's just like, haha, I
Yep.
win.
The thing about Victinis, you can go physical or special, and it gets great moves on both sides.
Yeah. It gets like the greatest fire move in the game. One of the greatest moves in the game.
And he's my goat, so.
Okay. I think the Valiant Victinis have a real chance of being Valiant season.
Let's go.
I would say this definitely breaks into A tier. Definitely. This might get to the top, to be honest.
I mean, I think I'm biased.
Blaze-
I'll say top of A tier, but it's up to you. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I would
I think
say-
my team isn't as good as the top two.
I would say this is like I think this breaks in terms of just because you have like a bunch of the fact that you don't have a useless Pokemon, you have 12 viable Mon that like can do stuff.
Yep.
I think that beats out the fact that Brian has literally 8 Pokemon.
I think that
Two of them
definitely restricts.
Two of them are basically forced to come to every single game.
Yeah.
Skarmory and Greninja have to. Skarmory and DNC have to come to every game.
Basically.
Otherwise, just if Skarmory's not there, any physical attacker just wins. DNC's not there, any special attacker just wins. So he only has 4 Pokemon.
Right.
Really, only 4 Pokemon to fit onto the team. I think you beat him out for that reason.
Mhm.
So I think top of A tier.
All right, I agree with you.
Alrighty. We got
All right,
Shell Smash Maxing.
Max with the Shell Smash Max. And he drafted Cloyster and dropped it. Like, come on.
Wait, he dropped Cloyster?
Yeah.
Oh, what the heck? Didn't
Like,
he trade for Skeledirge? Where is that?
He dropped. He dropped Skeletor.
Bro,
Yeah.
whatever. That
Like
benefited
everyone who has their mascots, like who were able to draft it, drafted their mascot. Except for him. He picked it up. He picked it up, and he just said no.
me. Yeah, Jake doesn't have his mascot.
That's true. Well, I don't think anyone's gonna draft it.
Mink.
Whatever.
Mm.
We ignored
He
you.
could have drafted over Cosmog.
He could have. He could have.
Yeah, I think everyone else.
You know what?
Ashton.
You know what?
Ashton
I'm gonna
doesn't
do
have
him a
Mew.
favor. Watch this.
What? You're just gonna change it to Mankey? Literally a better Pokemon. On God.
There you go. I did Jake a favor.
There we go.
Okay, looking at Max's team, Zamacrown is pretty
Yeah.
crazy. I'm surprised it stayed till this late. That's like just no one wanted him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I literally was watching one of the mocks earlier, and I saw Zamacrown do like almost 20 to Slowbro with body press. Like, bro, that's a quad resist.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, if he gets some IDEFs up, or a IDEF up, like physical boost.
Yeah, I think it's
bouncing up.
it's over. Tapu Lele.
Yeah,
Tapu Lele. Throw on the scarf, click buttons.
there you go.
Alakazam with Psychic Terrain.
Gets that at those strong expanding courses.
Regieleki. Is Regieleki.
Regieleki is Regieleki. One ground type and he's done.
One down type and he one ground type and he goes kaboom.
Yeah, he literally goes kaboom.
Donphan, kind of like Glamora, but you got that all-in-one. Rocks.
I like Donphan.
That's good.
I used it last season. It's very good defensively on the physical
Donphan,
side.
you can throw boots on and be like, you know what? I'm guaranteeing the spin.
True.
Gyarados.
Heracross. Oh, go ahead, Gyarados.
Heracross.
No,
Yeah.
go with Gyarados.
Gyarados is Gyarados. Intimidate, always nice to have.
Mhm.
Gyarados can D-dance and get out of hand if they don't have a solid electric move.
Yep.
Heracross can be very threatening.
180 some attack stat? That's insane.
185
185. 185 is
with
insane.
Link.
With skill link. And,
So what?
Heracross gets Trailblaze now, which is insane. So
It gets Trailblaze.
boost that
Oh.
That was kind of the point of Heracross, where like it couldn't. It was slow but super strong, decently bulky mon.
And Missile,
boost speed, so.
Rock Blast.
Yeah, it gets
Let's
Missile,
see.
Rock Blast, and Bullet Seed for its skill link, which is
Let's
really
see.
good.
I mean, if you're gonna run Trailblaze, maybe not Seed.
Yeah, well,
Not
that's just
double
a
up.
for skill link.
But I mean, if you need the grass cover, some Bullet Seed. But I think you just have like CC or Q,
Right.
and then Trailblaze.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it can get out of hand if it gets speed up. It's 80 HP, 115 defense, 105 speed F. That's like actual bulk. As long as the move incoming is not a flying move,
Yep.
it'll probably eat it. It'll probably eat 1 or 2 solid hits. Very threatening, yeah.
I will say with that spin rack, he can't go webs, and Swords Dance
Yeah?
Heracross.
Yeah,
wants
yeah,
to.
yeah. And you really need a Swords Dance?
That's the thing, you get the Swords Dance off, and then there's no resists.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
All right, Bronzong.
Bronzong,
Bronzong and
Zapdos.
Zapdos. I think they're both
solid defense.
good defensive ones. Zapdos can obviously go offensive if it wants to as well.
And Bronzong being bulky on both sides is always nice. Do we say this is better than Jake's team? I would say yes, because it has the diversity of physical special. I think
Right.
Jake's team is really held back because it's the only one that really has that glaring weakness.
Right. I mean, his special
Mateo.
atta-
I mean,
I mean, he's not on the special side. Like the steel type is pretty good to his team, but like he has ways for that around anyways. So yeah, no, I agree. I think Max's team's better than Jake's.
yeah. I mean, yeah, he has the focus blast on it.
Yeah, if it hits.
Yeah.
Focus moves.
Hey, yeah, you're probably running Sash. You got 2 chances. Does it stop after Jake's? Actually, wait. I feel like Mateo might actually be above Ashton. Am I selling?
In terms of rankings, I think no, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I think we
Yeah, I
ranked
think we
them.
placed
I don't know if we were ranking them in tiers yet. No, I agree. I put them next to each other just because I think their weaknesses are pretty similar. That's why I put them next. But I think Mateo's team is better than Ashton's with the same weaknesses.
Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
I agree. I think Max's team stops there. I don't know if it's better than Ash's team.
Yeah, I think
I think
it's
the only like major threat is like Zama. But even that, if it like you just kind of kill it.
Yeah, if Zama goes down, it's
The
basically
rest
just
of his
Heracross.
team is slow. Like it's not fast at all. Like barring a like.
Yeah. And Alex.
Yeah. What's Alex at? 110? No, it's like 120, right?
It's like the only stat that goes at.
Yeah, it's 120.
120, yeah.
So it's not terrible.
Yeah. Alakazam, Aleki, and Zama, and that's like it. He's out.
Yeah, then it goes to Lele, I'm pretty sure, which is like 95.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, he does have webs.
That's true. Spin a rack.
Yeah. I think. Does the webs put him over?
Does it?
with the bouncing and the, because we have 3 magic bouncers drafted. Am I missing a 4th?
No,
I don't think so.
I think you're right.
And most of these teams have solid removal. Actually, I think all of these teams have solid removal.
Yeah, I think removal's pretty abundant in that things.
Yeah. Even like Ethan's team, like he has score change. And like if Max can't get the, actually, I mean if Domfan goes down, Lecky has spin, right?
Yeah. And Zapdos is default.
Yeah, okay. His removal's
I think
fine.
he's fine, yeah. I think it's between going above or below Ash. I think that's what we're deciding on.
Yeah, I would say below.
Below? Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Ethan T's team. The Jub Jubs.
Jub Jubs.
Again, yeah, he dropped his team captain. So.
Yeah, he got it.
Awesome.
And this is Sun.
Sun, Lando
This
I,
is Sun.
Walking Away, Krabombi, Hisuian Samurott, Torkoal, Chansey, Hisuian Lilligant, Psychozar, Galarian Slowbro, Honchkrow, Carbink, and Mega Houndoom. I'm really excited for Mega Houndoom. I didn't think he'd get drafted because it's just not that great of a mod.
But in Sun,
it's a new.
That solar power makes it hit so hard.
I mean, those Fire Blasts just have no resist. It's actually insane.
Oh yeah, I think Heatran's the only one that is taking those hits.
Yeah, true. And I think unironically, Chiyu is like one of its like defensive.
Oh yeah, Chiyu. Chiyu has the sped up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so let's obviously. What? Go ahead.
Let's look at this.
All right, obviously, there's Sun, right? With Torkoal. You have Lando I, which can benefit with a Weather Ball.
Yep.
You have Walking Wake, which is a Sun Menace with the speed or special attack boost, and Hydro Seed. You have Hisuian Lilligant with the Chlorophyll and Solar Blade combo.
Yep.
And then
and
you
then
have Mega Hound. Solar Power, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, and Solar Beams. All that kind.
Yeah.
And I think 2 boot with that for Bombi as well, helping out with like the mediocre speed tier of Landorus and Mega Houndoom.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Rabombi, Torkoal rocks and spin. Cyclizar spin, knock.
Honchkrow probably gets default.
Yeah, Honchkrow.
I know Lando gets default, but I don't know how he's gonna remember that.
Yeah, but I mean he has Torkoal spin.
Yeah, he's good on that remover department. And Hisuian Samurott might seem a little counterintuitive with Sun, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's just because I've seen Samurai's not really clicking water moves most of the time.
Right, it's just ceaselessly edging.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
No, the spikes are really good for his team. The one thing I don't like is Chansey. I don't think Chansey's good at all. Especially in draft, because you just hit it with a physical move. It's like that, right?
And it just disintegrates.
Exactly. You can prep for Chansey, so I don't think it's that good.
Any fighting a stray close combat and it just evaporates.
Right. And I think defensively his team is like decently lacking. I wouldn't call Chansey too. Obviously, Chansey is a defensive mod, but I wouldn't call it too good of one. Galarian Sorbo can be a pretty good defensive mod.
I mean, yeah, the defensive core is Chansey, Glowbro.
Yeah.
I guess Torkoal.
Torkoal, sure. Yeah, Torkoal's good. Psychozar's a great utility mod.
Yeah.
Psychozar's great. It gets the U-turn. It gets the decently strong. Like it has good coverage as well. It's
knock and you just click Draco.
Sure. Honchkrow, I like his team mascot. Carbink, rocks and spikes. So there you go. Yeah. Good defenses, I guess. Other than that, it's
Carbink.
Not too good. It is a Carbink.
It can click IDEF and sweep you.
It could, yeah, if you let it do that. Alright, So I think Lando I is super strong. That guy's crazy with sheer force.
Oh yeah.
I think Landorus and Walking Wake are like crazy special attacking threats. But then you look on the physical side. You got that Hitsuit and Lilligant. Okay, if Hitsuit and Lilligant if it's like banded in Sun, it will go crazy. It can also do victory dance stuff as well, which can go crazy.
Yep.
So yeah, now I think about it, this team isn't too bad at all. I think there's a pretty good split of how it's attacking. Defensively,
and then
it's not the worst at all.
Yeah, if you do have like a special ball that's giving you trouble, you can just switch in Houndoom and nuke it.
There you go. No. He's got 3 incredibly strong special attackers, so.
Especially in Sun.
Exactly. So what are you thinking about?
And then solid utility. Solid utility, yeah.
Right.
I think this immediately clears through Mateo, through Peter, Lex. I would say, yeah.
I think it goes above Lex, yeah.
I'm just gonna skip Josh because Stall is whack.
Yeah.
Can't really rate.
Better than Brian's team.
It's like the overwhelming. I feel like if you stop Blaziken, Brian's team is manageable. This team, you have to like completely dismantle it before it becomes manageable.
Right. There are so many threats.
It's your team. Actually, I think it compares a lot to your team because there is so many threats.
Yeah.
I think this is basically the difference between his team is better offensively and yours is better defensively because he is really lacking defense.
Yeah.
He has basically no defensive core. But I mean, if you have enough offense, you don't really need a defensive core. Hyper offense is a thing.
That is true.
And he has the hazards to back up hyper offense.
He does.
I feel like because of how overbearing his offense is, you also have hazards.
I will say, without Sun, his team is not good.
Yeah, if Torkoal does,
he does rely a lot on Sun.
If Torkoal does go down, as soon as the Sun is over, he loses so much of that offense, and years stays far past any temporary thing. I would say it stops before you.
I agree. I think
Brian.
I think with if the Sun was always up, his team is really good, obviously.
Oh yeah.
It's the Sun team. But I think if he plays Torkoal wrong or Torkoal just does go down and the Sun is not enough, there's not enough Sun turns, I think his team does kind of fall apart. Or at least it's not as good as it could be.
Yeah.
So below me and Brian. But between me and Brian.
Well, yeah. Right, on to the best team.
Last and certainly least, Salty
Oh.
Last but not least, Salty Stakatakas.
Alright, before you rank the team, you gotta rank the team name.
Oh, it's a great name for sure.
W.
Alliteration at its finest. Just like a lot of other. Anyways. So this team.
Should we give some context of how it started off?
Yeah. Let's you give the context.
Okay. So initially, there was no Mega Beedrill. I think it was Zygarde 50. So Galarian Darmanitan was my fastest Pokemon. Tied with Zygarde 50%. They were both 95. This was a full Trick Room team. Entirely Trick Room. And then I made some. Let me pull up the trades. I traded Zygarde 50%, Mega Pinsir, Mousehold, and for Zygarde 10%, Mega Beedrill, Ursaluna, Delmise, and Clamperl.
Dude, Clamperl is such a good.
If Clamperl, I need to get Clamperl to pop off. Because I mean, if he does get going, he will chunk you. But yeah, we made some massive switches, so I wasn't just Trick Room or lose. So yeah. So how good did I do? How good did I do?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, I will say your team's a lot better now than it was before.
This is definitely the worst team before.
I think it might have been. But no, but the Beedrill Zygarde definitely improves it. Clamperl obviously improves the team.
Oh yeah.
But I think, okay, so Galarian Slowking, great, obviously one of the best defensive ones ever. Galarian Slowking and Stakataka, that combo is pretty good. Covers that Spidef and for the physical defensively. But Stakataka does have the 2 quad weaknesses, even the high defense stat, so that can be exploited. But it won't eat a lot at most hits because it's Stakataka. I think Darm G is really crazy. You can basically just run Scarf on it every week, and it can do insane stuff because it gets the band and Scarf boost, which is broken. And it gets all the coverage it wants as well. Just Ice, Fire, and Ground, and U-turn. Like, Togekiss is very annoying. I don't want to face a Togekiss if it's gonna be like that String Air Slash. And it's just super bulky, especially defensively as well. And a great typing as well. It gets Roost, it gets Heal Bell, so you'd be like support that way. Mega Beedrill
also gets soft. It also gets soft boiled and Morning Sun for some reason.
It gets soft boiled. I did not know that. Well, there you go. Mega Beedrill is strong, really strong, and very fast. With the adaptability, U-turns, and poison jabs and stuff like that. You know, you could run a, what's it called? Fell Stinger.
Yeah.
You should do a Fell Stinger.
Find a Fell Stinger somewhere.
Zygarde 10% is interesting. I think 1,000 Arrows is obviously an insane move. It gets Dragon Dance as well. Dragon Dance 1,000 Arrows can go crazy. What does Zygarde get for Dragon coverage? Does it get Dragon Claw? I'm assuming it does.
Nope.
No Dragon Claw.
It's
right?
Outrage.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's
so Dragon coverage.
Outrage or Enforcer. Which is a special move.
Yeah. Corpus is not a good move. But yeah, I don't know. Zygarde, it basically just needs 1,000 Arrows to win. So there you go.
Yeah, Zygarde 10% can't really use Core Enforcer.
No.
50% kind of.
Yeah. Crocodile. I love Crocodile. I've used Crocodile in another league. I love it. Knockoff, Earthquake, Stealth Rocks, Taunt, like
Pursuit.
In the Not decks as well. It's even better. I think this is a great mon. It can do Intimidate, obviously Intimidate stuff. It can Moxie Sweep as well. I think just the strong stab Earthquakes and knockoffs are very good overall just for the team in general. Like on any team, which I like. And DD, I had last season. I know you don't have any DD like Psychic Train abusers, but you did draft it just for the priority stopping, right?
Yeah.
Since you're going to be tricking off and you don't want to be countered with the priority.
Especially because Stakataka is going to get chunked by Mach Punch,
Yeah.
or especially Vacuum Wave.
Right. And on Ursaluna as well.
Yep.
Let's see what else. Ursaluna, great, super great Trick Room abuser. It's actually insane. Hits way too hard with Guts, Flame Orb, Facades, and Headlong Rushes as well. And can Soar's Ants, it can bulk up, all that stuff. Super good Trick Room on. Wishy Washy, also not a bad Trick Room on. I mean, obviously, if he gets that schooling, the max form goes kind of crazy. I just looked at stats. I forgot exactly how high they were. They were really high.
Oh yeah. Here, let me pull them up. Oh, I lost that one.
Oh.
I guess I lost that tab. We'll be fine.
Oh, whatever. Wishy-washy.
It's like that would
also a good trick
go.
mod as well. Baby wishy-washy sweep.
Yeah, if we get that, because I mean, Wishy-Washy does get Endeavor, so like it's not completely useless at the end.
100% reliable.
Let's see.
Delmai's is interesting. I mean, I know what Delmai's are, just don't know how.
It has a spin.
Does it spin? That's your moving?
Yeah. It's spin, anchor shot.
Anchor shot is interesting. Just trap stuff, right?
Yeah, gyro ball with steelworker.
Gets knockoff, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, knock.
I know it's toxic as well. It's like a decent defensive, more defensive mod. It has 131 attack. I did not know that.
Yeah, poltergeist, power whip.
Yeah, it's strong. It's good. At
I can
yeah.
steel roller with the psychic durant.
That's true. Wow.
SD. It gets synthesis. So.
Good mod.
EQ. I did not know it got EQ.
There you go. And last but not least, the GOAT Clamperl. Deep Sea Tooth, right?
Tooth, yeah. The scale is
Deep Sea Scale. Deep Sea
special
Tooth.
wall.
I mean, Deep Sea Tooth makes Clamperl unironically a threat. It does a lot of damage with Deep Sea Tooth.
I think it goes up to like 535s back.
That's actually crazy. Yeah.
Actually, wait, I can calculate this right now.
Okay.
271 with modest nature times 2 is 542.
Oh my goodness.
And it has shell smash.
Yep. I mean,
immediately you go up to 1084. And it gets ice beam.
If you're gonna really use shell smash, because
or I could trick
your
them.
max speed timid 171. You can get up to the 458 speed. Right?
Yeah.
450. Yo, am I stupid? 358 speed.
Insane.
Insane speed. Anyways.
Insane. Fastest monkey bomb.
Terrible Pokemon.
I could trick room.
Yeah, exactly. You could do the trick room Deep Sea Tooth.
In bottom out.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as a trick room team, it's good, and then you have your out of trick room mods as well, which are also good. So, I will say, the special attacking department is pretty lacking, like heavily. Togekiss and Indeedee can do it, but they're not strong.
Gloking 110.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, yeah, go. But you're not gonna. Are you gonna invest in the special attack?
I could.
You could.
120 on Togekiss.
You can for sure. But Togekiss only gets stats in the Light Move Blast. It's like.
Wishy-Washy. Wishy-Washy has 140 special attack. And ice beam and scald.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have like the defining special attack.
Yeah.
So I think defensively your team obviously is very good. And offensively in Trick Room is very good. And outside of Trick Room, you have enough pieces to work outside of Trick Room.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yippee. Yeah, I like the team. It's fun. All right. Where are we dropping?
What?
Where are we dropping?
I will say. See, I just don't know how well Trick Room will work. That's the thing.
Yeah, well,
like how consistent it'll be.
Well, Stakatakas good because it can set Trick Room and abuse it.
Right.
So you don't have to waste your one turn out of your 5. Like you don't have to wait 20% of your Trick Room turns just getting to it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you
can run DD female.
Yeah.
As well, because you can get both. So that's the better Trick Room setter if you want to do that.
Yeah. And then I have you could also do like Trick Room Chili Reception.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think it's definitely like decently. It's like a well-built Trick Room team. You have good like you have good ways of enabling the trick room mobs, I would say. In terms of the ranking,
Hell yeah.
we should get to that. I think it is above Ashton's team for sure. It is above. I think it's definitely above Mateo's team, above Peter's team. I think it's above Peter's team, above Lex's team. I think your team's definitely better defensively.
Stall is stall.
Stall is stall. And I don't think your team matches up to Brian's team. I'm gonna say that. My team offensively is just a lot better. I think in the 1v1 matchup, your team might be better than his. Just because his mons are so fast, if you get a trick him up, it kind of beats him. But I think overall, I don't think it's as good as Brian's team.
Yeah, and I can also handle Blaziken.
Right. And
matchup-wise,
yeah.
Matchup-wise, I have it, but I agree.
And I think I think defensively, Josh's team is better defensively, and since your team is more defensively oriented, like in general, I think I'm gonna say you're below Josh.
Top of B or bottom A?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're below Josh.
So bottom A.
Bottom A.
Alrighty.
Alright. Well, that's the finalized tier. I'm pretty sure. I mean, unless we want to move anything. Do you have any changes?
Oh yeah. We should actually do another run through. Let's see. All right. I need to pull this up on my phone because that window that I had everything pulled up just closed.
Oh.
For like no reason. But we'll pull up the doc. Okay. So first, let's look at Jake and Max. Actually, they kind of have similar problems. Yeah, they both have like kind of a lack of special attack. I think Jake actually has better special attack.
Yeah, I think
I
Max's team has just 2.
Yeah, I think I just kind of despise Jake for wasting Goldango's potential like that. I think we swap.
You want to swap?
I think Max dropped. Yeah.
Alright.
I think it's Ashton Jake. I think Ashton clears. He just doesn't have that glaring weakness.
Do you want to put Jake and Max in C, or no?
I
personally think there's a gap between Jake's team and Ashton's team.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a gap there. I guess they're it's a little top heavy, so we should rank it a little more subjectively. Yeah, I'll drop those 2 to C.
Alright. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I'd say Ashton stays in B. Unless we want to drop those 2 to D tier. If we want to actually use all the tiers.
Yeah, actually, you want to use all the tiers?
Yeah,
just because.
Yeah, if we make a subjective one, I think we use all the tiers.
They're not gonna whine about the D tiers, right? Not the 2 whiniest people in this world.
I mean, we'll just tell them it's a subjective thing, and they're the bottom 2. They have to be in D tier. Right. Sucks.
Okay, so what do you think the cutoff is for C or for B?
Do we make an F tier just to spite them? I think we do.
No, I think it's fine. To be honest, I think Ashton might be the only C tier.
Ashton falls
You think?
because if we're using all tiers, he has to.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have a gap, but is there a huge gap between Mateo and
I
Ashton?
don't think there's a huge gap, but I just think that
There's a gap. Yeah, there's a
they
gap.
have similar problems, but I just think that Valiant, Great Tusk, and Gouging Fire are just so good that I think it clears Ashton's team.
Yeah, I feel like without the conflict, Mateo's is significantly better.
Right. I think Peters and Lexus are in a good spot.
Yeah, I think they're fine. I mean, are we good here?
For the rest of them,
Yeah.
I think the rest are good.
Josh's team, Josh L is so hard to rank because it's stall and it doesn't compare to the other teams.
I think it's good. I think it's well built.
Yeah.
It's well built.
Yeah, it's a well built stall team,
Yeah.
but it's stall and you can't rank it again directly against the other team. It makes no sense. So I guess it's fine where it is.
See, I just don't think it's as good as Ryan's team, and I think and since your team it's more defensively oriented, right? His is just better, so I think just going off of that, he has to be above. That's what I think.
Yeah, I guess. But once again, matchup wise, Josh does not match up into my team very well. Matchup wise, I have the two above me, but I think overall,
Sure. No, I agree. I think that's a point I made earlier. Yeah, I agree.
Especially because having a trick room team against a stall team, I basically don't have to set the trick room.
Right.
I can just win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think mine and Ethan's team are Ethan T are pretty comparable. It's just that if Ethan does lose the Sun, it's definitely a lot worse team. So.
Yeah, it is the most dependent on an external factor, I'd say.
Do you think the difference between Ethan, Los Ratones, Ethan, and my team is how far do you think that difference is?
I think Ethan is a lot. His team has better threats, but you have more variety, bigger threat. Like there's that kind of matchup.
Right.
I don't think that there's a tier gap between you two. But if we move you up, Ethan T probably has to come with you.
Yeah, that's why I think we should move Ethan down.
Yeah, I think Ethan comes down.
I think Josh and Andrew's team are probably above like the rest.
Yeah. I think Ethan comes down to top A off.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I like this. Actually, we'll take another look at Josh and Andrew. I would say.
I mean, I agree with this. I think they're pretty comparable. I think.
I would. Yeah, they're close.
Andrew's team is very, very heavy, like top heavy and strong, while Josh's is more rounded and is more cohesive. But I just think Andrew's team is just so strong in general. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah, I agree.
I like, Andrew, Josh, Ethan, you, Ethan T, Brian, Josh, me, Lex, Peter, Mateo, Ashton, Jake, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go.
Finally
finished. It's almost 2 hours, an hour 45. So we definitely went over time.
No, we had the. Yeah, we went. It's fine. It was shorter than last time.
It is shorter than last time. You're right. Anyways, we drag out these things a little too long. Well, that is the final list. Let us know your opinions, because our opinions Might be slightly
Let
biased.
us know. Let us know in the comments down below.
Let us know in the comments. In the comment section down
And
below.
make sure-
don't forget to
sure-
leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.
For a new video every week on each match. Each match. Yeah.
Each one of
That
my
you play.
matches. Yeah. And other league, UNPL as well. It's
Sure,
like
which were two
double league.
matches.
Double league.
2 videos a week. 2 videos a week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
don't want to miss it. Very cringe.
Make
Anyways,
sure if you like this video, make sure to watch the draft analysis for the other league.
please. No, and watch the draft analysis for this league as well, for my team.
Yeah.
Anyways, alright, we'll be done with there.
We'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.